So now we need to create a web server where we are able to connect to our WebSocket. So the front end need a server, and this server will contain some data or access to database or anything. So we can need like something like a host or a server where we can create our WebSocket connection and connect to it through the front end. So first of all, let's delete this console log. I am going to call the library which I installed, which is called Express, and this Express, or we can call this library by the keyword which is called require. And this require, you can specify the library name which we have installed, and it's called Express because we install it here. So after that, we have in the Express constant all the library, so we can use all the methods which are inside this library. So after that, I will create another constant which is called server, and this server will contain or will have the call from the Express constant or the Express library, and it will be a call for a function, and this Express will have another like sub or properties or functions. One of those functions is called listen, and for listen is like we are listening to a port, or we are creating a web server in our local device or local machine with a port, so we can post our data to that server so the front end can consume them and use them. So for that, I am going to give a port first, as you see here that we need to specify a port, and then it will have something called a callback. And with this callback, you will know that if the connection is success or no, the creation of the server success or no. So sometimes this port may be somehow booked on your PC, maybe you will get error. So for that, you can change it directly. You will know through the callback. So after the callback, this means success. So we can have here a console log, we can say, and this console log will have for me some sentence which can be like listening to, we can say, the port 3000. So we can have the server running on port 3000. Okay, as you see, after I have saved, I had the listening to 3000. So my web server is running on localhost 3000 port. Normally also we are hard coding like the port like this is not a good idea. So for that, it's better as well to define a constant which is called port like this. You can have capital letters, so always like to not have magic numbers in our code. So I will use that port in my listening or the listening function when creating the server. So for that, I will replace this 3000 totally. So we can use a backticks here, like as you see, to include some variables or include a variable or a constant inside a string. So to do that, you can have a sign dollar and then curved brackets, and then you put the variable or the constant name. So in that way, we will have the same result. So now we have created our web server. We are going next to create our WebSocket.